What's going on YouTube? You're watching Fixed by Shaq, and in today's quick video I'm gonna show you how to change any Wi-Fi router's password. Okay, so you want to change your Wi-Fi router's password. This might be due to various reasons. This can be, for example, for security purposes, if your password has been exposed or anything like that. I'm gonna show you the entire process, and it's a pretty simple process in order to change your Wi-Fi password. Now do not worry, this works on any router that you've got. I've got in here two different routers. This is one router and this is a TP-Link Wi-Fi extender. I'm going to show you two different ways of how to change your Wi-Fi in your home, at the office, or any other environment similar to these ones. Hey, my name is Shaq, and in this channel I help you fixing tech related issues, and I also share cool tech hacks and tutorials. So if you're into tech content, consider subscribing here to the YouTube channel. Now jumping straight into today's video, we'll be changing the Wi-Fi password here of this router as well as of this TP-Link extender in here, which is basically a device which is used to extend Wi-Fi networks when your Wi-Fi signal coverage is pretty weak. Okay, so we usually do have these extenders, and in this case we do have two different brands, and the way of changing the passwords is quite different. So I'm going to show you two different ways in here that usually are the most common to change your Wi-Fi password. I do have in here a much older router which uses the typical method, which is the old method of accessing the IP address, and here I do have a TP-Link extender which requires us to download a specific application or access a specific prepared already set page in order for us to change the password. Now this can be done through your mobile device or through your laptop device. All you need to do is simply connect to that specific network. It can be from your iPhone or Android or any mobile device or an iPad or anything like that, or you can access it from a computer as well. All you need to do is simply connect to that specific Wi-Fi router. Now let's keep this one, for example, aside, and let's start real quick with the old typical method here where we do have to access the IP address. So the very first thing in here you need to do is, of course, locate the hardware device or the specific router. This is the router in here. The brand is known as DigiSol, and as you can see in here, we do have the specification of the router, which is a DGHR 1400 broadband home router. So the very first thing you want to do in here is flip it upside down, and then here at the back you need to search for something called the IP address or the gateway. Okay, so as you can see in here, we do have the gateway, or also known as the IP address, and then you do have a username and a password. You need to search for something like this. In other router brands you might be having this written in a different way, such as, for example, Target, or for example IP address. Okay, all you need to do is simply search for the IP address which has this specific structure. You do have, for example, HTTP or HTTPS, and then you usually do have two slashes, and it starts in most scenarios with 192. So you want to follow up this pattern in here, 192.168, something that looks like this. So this is exactly the IP address that you want to paste in your mobile device or laptop device. Next up, it's going to ask you for a username or password, and this is all you need to type in here. We have the username and the password in order to access the definitions of this specific router. Okay, so first things first, let me quickly turn on this router in here that we've got. Okay, so I'm going to connect it to the power source. Okay, here we go. There we go. The lights are already turned on. Let's wait for a couple seconds and let my Wi-Fi router boot up real quick. Now, I'm going to be performing it here on my mobile device, but as I have said, you can actually connect from a laptop device as well. Now, once you turn on your router, just wait for a couple seconds, usually 30 seconds, to set it up, to boot it up automatically. In most case scenarios, your Wi-Fi router is already turned on. Okay, so here we go. I'm going to unlock my phone, and I need to connect to this specific Wi-Fi router. So I already know the name of this router. It's known as Boss Shaquille, which is the second one. So I'm going to tap here on this one. I'm going to connect to this specific Wi-Fi router. There we go. I'm already connected to this specific Wi-Fi router. Next up, I'm going to head straight into my internet browser in here, which you can also access from your laptop device. You just need to open up Google Chrome or your internet browser or Safari, anything like that. Here I am on my phone. I'm accessing from my phone, and right now I need to type in here the IP address, which is this one right here. So it's 192, there we go, 192 dot, okay, 168, there we go, dot, and then we do have 2 and then dot, and then we do have 1 in here. So I'm going to tap on go, and there we go. As soon as I tap on go, I'll be landing on this specific window, which, for example, if I zoom it a bit, I'll be able to see the brand in here, and it asks me to insert the login credentials, which are the username and the password, okay? So as I've said here at the back of your router, usually we do have it written down here. We do have admin and password down here, okay? So I need to type in the admin and the password. So the username is admin and the password as written is 1234. So there we go. I'm gonna quickly type it in here, 1, 2, 3, and 4. There we go. Once I'm done, I'm gonna tap on login real quick, and boom, here we go. I've now accessed the settings of the specific router that I'm connected to. So over here, I can actually change a lot of stuff here on this landing page, okay? So what we want to search for is the password. You want to search for the password and then change it. But before I show you how to change the password, I would like to let you guys know that in case you're facing difficulties in logging in with this specific credentials in here, you might be in a situation where these credentials have been changed. You can actually change this for security purposes as well. This is a password which is different to the one used to access the Wi-Fi network. It's not related. So what you need to do in case you're unable to access from this specific credentials in here, unfortunately, you'll have to reset your entire router here and set it up as brand new. There's no issue with that. It's completely normal, but whenever you reset it, it's going to change the name of the router which was customized. For example, the bus schedule will change to Digisol or something like that, and it won't have any password, and you can set it up again in just a few seconds. Now, to reset it, in case you're unable to find it, you just need to find here a button which is known as reset. Okay, here we go, reset. Every router has this, okay? And then all you need to do is simply insert a toothpick in here or a pen, something very thin, keep on pressing it for a couple seconds, and then it's going to reset and reboot your router in just a few seconds. And then these default credentials will be set it up here as default again, okay? As if it's a brand new router, never configured, okay? So there we go, heading back into our settings landing page here on my iPhone device, which could be accessed from your laptop device as well. We're going to search for the option to change the password. So let me tap on wireless real quick, and here we go. Over here we do have details of the Wi-Fi router. For example, the custom name, which is the name or SSID, the name of the router. You can change this. You can change it to something else. You can write, for example, your own custom name, for example, Shax Network, okay, something like that. You can name it a different way. And then down here, you do have the option to actually insert the password, okay, which is known as the security options in here. This is the location for you to insert the password. So we do have here, for example, my password is banana123. You can simply tap in here and you can change it to something else, and then simply tap on apply, and this will immediately change the password of your specific router, and it's going to reboot, or in other words, your Wi-Fi router is going to restart and you can connect to it using the new Wi-Fi password. Now, in case you are in a situation where you do have a much newer, for example, device that comes with an application, for example, here we do have a TP-Link Wi-Fi extender. We may need to actually download the specific application or access it from the custom page. So the secret in here is to actually flip it upside down and search for the default access page. So as you can see in here, the default access page is this one right here, where we do have TP-Link-Repeater.net. Okay, so you need to connect to this Wi-Fi network first, TP-Link extender, and then head into this website, which is TP-Link-Repeater.net. Okay, so let me quickly connect this specific router into my power socket, and then I'm gonna connect to this specific source in here. There we go. I've already connected it to my power source, and I've already connected it to my TP-Link repeater. Okay, here we go. I'm already connected. This is the network in here. I'm gonna hop into my internet browser real quick, and then I'm gonna head to that specific access point, which is TP-Link repeater.net. I'm gonna tap on OK, and I'm going straight to this web page that allows me to configure my extender. Now, as you can see here, once I head into this web page in here, it's gonna guide me how to actually access that specific router. As you can see in here, we do have different type of solutions in here for me to connect to my Wi-Fi router. One of them is by tapping here on this link in here, and in case it doesn't work out, for example, it's not working out, I can actually use the solution tool where I need to download the application from the Google Play or Apple Store. In this case, for example, for this specific router, you need to have a mobile device, and you cannot do it from your computer, okay? Because it requires me to download an app. So I can download it by scanning here this QR code real quick, okay? I'm gonna tap on open. There we go. it's going to take me to the downloading page where I can download this router. I already have the application downloaded in here. As you can see, I do have here the settings page where I can manage this Wi-Fi TP-Link extender. Let me quickly show it to you. If I just bring down my search bar in here, I'm going to search for TP-Link. This is the name of the application in here. I'm already logged in and connected to my device. And as you can see, it says that my device is working well. I'm already connected and all that. Now, if you're having issues finding the app, do not worry. Simply on this website, scan this QR code and you'll be brought to the download page in the App Store. It's going to take you to the App Store to download that specific application. Over here, we do have details. It's working well. We do have the status of the network, how many clients or people are connected to that specific network. So I can simply tap here, for example, on security. I can simply slide down and actually deactivate or block clients or people connected to my network as well. So pretty much on this recent applications or recent type of routers, we do have more customizations in here that we can do in here to manage the security part of the router. For example, on this one, if I want to change my password, I just need to tap here on more, and then I just need to tap on system, and next up tap on manage password. I'm going to tap on manage password. It's going to ask me to type in my current password, type the new one, and confirm the new one. Now, if you simply do not remember your new password, you can simply tap on factory default restore, and then it's going to restore it to factory default just the way we could have done on the other router by inserting the toothpick on that specific physical button. In this case, we don't have a physical button. We do it here from the application, and then we'll be able to set up a brand new password. So this is a much newer system in here, which comes with an application, which I pretty much like more than the old typical model. So this is how you can actually change any Wi-Fi router password here from your iPhone device or from your laptop device. Now, if you want, for example, to change your personal hotspot, which is your physical password in here, for example, let me quickly turn on my mobile data. If I want to change my iPhone or Android personal hotspot, that's pretty easy. You just need to tap on personal hotspot, and down here you do have the Wi-Fi password, the network that you're actually sharing to another device. This is pretty easy, and this is how you can change it. So I've already shared with you how you can change your Wi-Fi router's password, your extender's password, as well as your iPhone or mobile device hotspot Wi-Fi password. Thank you so much for making it till the end of the video, and if you find my content useful, consider subscribing, like the video, and let me know in the comment section if you do have any questions at all. Thanks for watching Fixed by Shaq, and I'll see you in the next one. Have a great day.